Good afternoon, everyone. So we will report the Islamic arts and Muslim South. The Muslim South, where majority of the Muslim population is concentrated, such about 9 ethno-linguistic groups. Tausug, Maranao, Maguindanao, Samar, Yakan, Sandil, Badrao, Mulbog, and Drama Mapur. Some people believe that the only Tausug, Samar, Maguindanao, and Maranao can be considered as Muslim. So next as Tivoli art, one of the most indigenous people in southern Mindanao are the Tivoli people of the South Cotabato. Based on Muslim ethnography and linguistic literature, the Tivoli people have various names and spellings such as Tivoli or Tivoliwit. So based on Muslim ethnography and linguistic literature, the Tivoli people have various names and spellings such as Tivoli or Tivoli. Their origin and identity are somewhat imprecise in the literature. Some publications present the Tivoli and Tagabili as discrete peoples. Some locate the Tivoli to the vicinity of the lake Bona and the Cotabato Basin or the Tagusan del Norte. Next as Tinala. This is a traditional cloth made by a group of people in Lake Cebu, South Cotabato, called Tibulis. Tinala is a hand movement which is made of a baka, which additionally has 3 primary colors, red, black, and the original color of the baka leaves. So, Yushabet is a head covering by the Tausug of Sulu. This tradition cloth takes pre-made from cotton or silk. So next is Siputangan or head cloth. The Siputangan is a head cloth worn by the Yakan tribe of Mindanao. The work and primary web are of the cotton and the supplementary web itself. The supplementary web work is discontinuous, a type of work in which the various colors are inserted in the proper place by hand. Next is Inao skirt. The Inao is the famous Cotabato City hand-woven fabric and Maguindanao. So by Maguindanao as a model, a tabular skirt of sarong that wraps around the lower part of the body and worn as a traditional dress by both men and women. Next is woodcraft. The materials primarily used in Muslim or Islamic art are wood, brass, and tulgul. But not as important are silver, gold, iron, corn, ivory, leather, bamboo, and nothing materials. The next is ochre or okel. So next is ochre or okel. This is the term that represents the geometric and flowing designs, often on an elaborate left and vine pattern, and frog motifs which are usually found in Maranao, Maguindanao, and some other places in southern Mindanao. Ochre is commonly found in the artwork of the Moro and Lomad people of the southern Philippines and part of Sabah. It's particularly associated with the Maranao and Sama Badrao tribes, but it can also be found in the artwork of the Maguindanao, Eranon, Tausug, Yakan, and Lumad groups.
Symmetry art. When working with symmetry or asymmetry in design, there are several best practices that an artist or artisan should keep in mind. Use symmetry strategically. Symmetry is a very powerful design tool. There are designed more stability, a strong organizational structure, and a classical and trusting message. Tend to use more symmetrical design. However, for risk-loving design, providing asymmetry can reinforce the message. Using asymmetry can punctuate an otherwise orderly, boring design. So, symmetry creates balance and stability, while symmetry adds visual interest and sense of dynamism. Turugan. Turugan is a residential structure elevated above the ground by its column cut from trees of huge girth. The walls are covered with plywood stick, whereas the roof is thatched with dried coconut leaves. Turugan are elevated wooded houses with plywood walls and thatched roofs. Other Muslim arts. Aside from those mentioned above, there are other arts in Muslim Mindanao. These include their literature, musical instruments, and weaponry. Muslim Mindanao boasts a rich cultural heritage, which art forms beyond architecture, including vibrant literature, unique cultural, musical instrument, and impressive weaponry. Muslim musical instrument. String instruments are Suruganding is a two-string zither. Kudyapi or boat lute is the most popular string instrument among the Maguindanao and Maranao. It has two metal strings which are raised on small bridges. Percussion instruments are gamelan is an ensemble of a variety of song. Agumay, agong is a bow made of brass. It may be alone or found in a set suspended from frame in rows. It gives off a thick, muffled sound. Babandir is usually made in thin bronze, wide rim, and big bass because of the fineness of the bronze of which it's made. Its sounds are very resonant but low with beaten. Gandingan has a low, thick sound. It is usually made of brass and often big but narrowed ridge. Kulintang or bass xylophone is a row of 7 or 8 gradually pitched gongs set horizontally on a designed wooden framework. Gabong is the solo and yagan version of the xylon, a series of bamboo slate nailed on wood. It is played by striking the slate with a rubber-covered hammer. Muslim Mindanao music features string instruments like a sirogaganding or zither, a kodyapig lute. Percussion instruments include the gamelan, gong ensemble, agumay, brass gong, babandir, bronze gong, gandingan, brass gong, kulintang, brass xylophone, and gabong, bamboo xylophone.
Will be the third reporter.